My name is Brandon Hathaway, and I'm the preacher here at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. And I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. I do have Mr. Lyndon John sitting beside me. You say hi?
Hey.
Today we are in Joshua chapter 23. Joshua chapter 23. And so as we take time to look at this, verse, these verses, they've entered into the land. They've done well at conquering and chasing out a lot of them, is what you're reading about at the beginning of all this. But there's still some nations among them. And so you got verse 6. I want to add that to this reading. It says, be very firm, then keep and do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, so that you may not turn aside from the right or to the left. And so they're told to remain faithful, right? Continue to fight, and God will be with them. God will help take care of them. And that's part of verse 9. Verse 9 says, for the Lord has driven out great and strong nations from before you. And as for you, no man stood before you to this day. One of your men puts to fight 1,000. For the Lord your God is he who fights for you, just as he promised for you. So take diligence, heed to yourself, to love the Lord your God. For if you ever go back and cling to the rest of these nations, these which remain among you, and intermarry with them, so that you associate with them, they with you, know with certainty that the Lord your God will not continue to drive these nations out before you, but they will be a snare and a trap to you, and a whip on your sides, and thorns in your eyes, until you perish from off this good land which the Lord your God has given you. And so they were warned, right? Don't turn to the right or to the left. Do not intermarry with these other nations. Do not get caught up in worshiping idols as they do. Do not go down that road. And so they are to remain faithful, to keep the law of Moses, to continue to drive these nations out, continue to do the work that the Lord has given them. Otherwise, God will turn against them, and they will be the ones that are driven out. And so, again, we have to remember that we have to remain faithful to God. We have to continue to fight the good fight. We must do these things, or the blessings that God gives to us are taken away. I mean, that's what's being done here. The blessings that they are given of this land, they do not get. The blessings of heaven, you do not receive if you are not remaining faithful to God. And so let's continue to fight that good fight and keep the law of the Lord as we continue on living from day to day. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope that you have a good and blessed and wonderful day. If the Lord is willing, we'll talk to you later.